Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of the 2K26 predictions for a pay-per-view for WWE. This time round, yeah, that was I need to get better with that intro and that title. I'm not quite sure what to call it. That'll do. Simulating what's going to be happening at Backlash. Now, I've tried to guess the order. From what I've seen and heard, about 4 matches are in the first hour. Because I'm pretty sure I heard Cole say that was first hour. On Raw, it said that was first hour and its little like thing in the bottom, which it also said this is the first hour and this is the first hour. So is this main eventing? No, I don't believe so, because I also heard that this is main eventing, which as soon as this match was like teased, I was like, there's no way this isn't main eventing, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I know Roman Reigns is from Pensacola, Florida, and I'm pretty sure Jacob Fatu's from somewhere in Florida, because I think a lot of the Samoans are from different places in Florida, or reside in, or whatever. So, you know, it makes sense. Other than that, I kind of had a bit of a wing at it. It would do. This is what I'm guessing the order will roughly be like. Which, now looking at it, it does feel a little empty for... what's it called? Fucking title matches, that's the word. Which I don't believe I can actually whack a promo. Yeah, I can't. So I'm just going to save that before I fuck anything up. So... I can't randomly simulate John Cena's promo. Not that I really need to. It wouldn't really do much. But I'll find a spot for that somewhere in the video. Maybe at the end. Maybe randomly when I'm struggling to figure out something. So, without further ado, I'm wasting too much time. Let's get straight to the first match, shall we? Right, to start off with, we have the grudge match. Mentor versus Protege. It is the genius of the sky, Iyo Sky, taking on the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. I think she's still called the Empress of Tomorrow now, isn't she? I don't know. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight up into this matchup. Oof. Alright, how are these two going to start it off? Of course, we'll get into my predictions just about. I'm curious what they do first. Looks like jockeying for position, and we're going to go into some chain wrestling. Nice. Alright, so of course, you know how this goes. We'll watch highlights of this match as and see who 2K decides will win said matchup here. But I will also do my best to make a prediction, because well, first off, I likely believe in that. I reckon Iyo Sky will win this matchup, just because it's Iyo Sky, especially the fact that she didn't get a WrestleMania match. So I feel like WWE wants to kind of like up her stocks in the eyes of a viewer, because she didn't make it to Mania. So how would you do it? Like, try to get up her stocks as quickly as possible. You get her a big win at the next pay-per-view. So this seems like the way they would probably do that. And then there's the whole Kairi Sane situation. Some people think she might do a little bit of an R-Truth did last year with Saturday Night's main event. With John Cena versus whoever Cena took on for that. I can't even remember. It wasn't Awesome, was it? Nah. Was it even Saturday Night's main event? I don't even fucking remember who. Oh no, it was Orton. But it wasn't Saturday Night's main event, it was someone else one. It was the other Backlash, the previous Backlash in St. Louis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like it very much is possible. Do I think it'll happen? No. But it's definitely possible. I mean, we'll see if Kairi Sane comes out here in this match to see if 2K predicts it or not. I seem to remember 2K not very much agreeing with me last time. When it came to all the matches, we were very much against each other the entire time. So we'll see how things play out in this one. But yeah, I do think very much this will be possible. This could quite easily be match of the night, to be fair. And I think it might open the show. I honestly don't know. Danhausen could open the show for all I'm aware. Like I said, I'm not quite sure who is winning, who is opening, who isn't. I saw the list for NXT, like with the way the match card was on. It showed on NXT after I recorded this. And it was a different order entirely then, but that could have just been like, oh, this is the big match at the top, and then less important match as it goes down. But that's not necessarily the order. So, but that like shook things up even more. So, I honestly have no clue who's at the order of this show. I felt like I had a bit of a better idea at WrestleMania. I do not have a good idea here. I just felt like I had more to talk about at WrestleMania. And we will get to the John Cena promo in the next match, because the next match is the longest. Because it's a tag match, which this match is over. Looks like 2K agrees with me. That's a good start, I think. Is it? I don't know. Either way, it looks like 2K26 decides that Iyo Sky will be defeating Asuka at Backlash. I was going to say for something, but it wasn't exactly for anything. For vindication? I don't know. I am also pretty sure I saw this victory and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a like NXT victory scene, because I don't remember the last time I fucking saw Iyo Sky do about what she's about to do. Like, I swear she went back way further when she celebrated. Maybe not. Anyways, 2K believes this will be a 3-star matchup. I believe it will be higher than that, but anyways, on to the next match, which I hinted at it earlier. It is the tag match. Of course, I also showed it in the opening, I guess. Anyways, it is the non-toxic one. Kit Wilson teaming up with the must-see man, The Miz, and they are taking on Danhausen. I didn't even think of a nickname for him. I forgot what his fucking nickname is. And well, I guess we'll see who 2K decides it will be his tag team partner. Okay. Looks like 2K believe it's gonna be Fight Night. I poorly timed that. How fucking long is this? Baby! There we go. They believe it's going to be the Celtic Warrior Sheamus who would be returning. So I'm pretty sure he is actually injured. So it's not the worst choice in the world in terms of like who it could be. Like, you know, it's not like Akira Tozawa coming out. Tozawa's not teaming with Danhausen. I believe Sheamus would team with him more. Honestly, I haven't got a fucking clue who Danhausen. I think I heard some people think it might be Elton Prince returning, and that could be cool. But the only thing I'm feeling is I'm not quite. To be fair, Kit Wilson surprised me with how he's been going. Oh, I called him the non-toxic one. I called him the topic. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I was like, Kit Wilson surprised me with how he's able to do singles style. So maybe Elton Prince could do the same, but I don't know. It'd be a bit weird. I feel like splitting them up. I felt like when they split up the Iconics, and from what I saw, it didn't really feel like it went anywhere too much. It was like, oh, why did we do that type thing? You know, I wonder if it'll be a similar situation, or like how they felt like they did like Heavy Machinery. Was it Heavy? No, it wasn't Heavy Machinery. What were they fucking called? Like Otis and Tucker. Like Otis is obviously still around, but I don't even know what Tucker's doing anymore. So I'd worry that something like that would happen to Elton Prince. But it's definitely very much possible Elton Prince could return it tonight. But there's just something in the back of my mind that just says it's Powerhouse Hobbs, to be honest. I don't know why he seems to be my first pick. And just, he's the only one I feel like I had a strong belief it's going to be. Which, which does get me to who I do believe is winning this match. I do believe Team Danhausen is winning this match. Because he's on a winning streak at the minute of 2. I feel like he'll win this match too. Not quite sure who will pin. It'll probably be, it could quite easily be Kit or Miz, to be fair. But yeah. And there's also a word which can actually funnel into the promo I was going to talk about. Is some people believe it's John Cena. Which, I think that'd be absolutely fucking mental if John Cena comes out as Danhausen's tag team partner. I think it's more likely that Danhausen will come out and say he's got John Cena as a tag team partner, but it's actually just nobody, and it's just an invisible, like how Miz got beaten by an invisible guy, or wrestled an invisible guy that one time, pretending it was John Cena. I feel like that's more likely, and John would text after the show, sorry, my Twitter got hacked or whatever. I feel like that's more likely than John Cena coming out. And I feel like if John Cena comes out, I'm just going to laugh. And I'm not necessarily know if I find it funny or not, but just the fact that I just find it like absurd. You know what I mean? If John Cena was to be Danhausen's tag partner, then he'd come out of retirement not long after he said he was just done and he's not retired. He's just staying retired now to tag with Danhausen to take on The Miz and Kit Wilson. It's not like he's like been promised a WrestleMania match, finally having a WrestleMania singles match against Randy Orton or something, or a one-on-one match with somebody he's never taken on before. That's like a really fucking big deal. Like, I don't believe we ever got that John Cena Bron Breakker one-on-one match that everybody was asked. I know a lot of people asked for. So it's not even like something like that where he can like put Bron Breakker over, which of course we'll get into Bron Breakker's match later on tonight. But yeah, that all funneled me into the promo. I doubt John Cena is here to announce anything other than just extra details to Club WWE, to be fair. And maybe like the attendance as well. Like nothing he pretty much didn't do for WrestleMania, plus maybe some Club WWE stuff. I do agree that is probably what he is doing, because I don't really see what else it could be. I doubt he's going to go, oh, I'm in this new movie, go watch it. Though he might say that, but that's not the message that they're on about that he's going to have. If you know what I mean. So, which as far as I'm aware, I mean, I'm not signing up for Club WWE, but as far as I'm aware, so I wanted to see there's a free tier at least, which as far as I'm aware there's not. They might announce that there's like a fucking, like what the price is officially, or it might officially, because I don't think it exists yet technically, it's just more of a thing that you can just sign up for, but it's not anything yet. They might have announced that it's becomes like a thing, you know what I mean, becomes existing or whatever, you know what I'm trying to get at. He might just announce that. I was like, oh, it's gonna be now, or on fucking May 21st or whatever. I don't know, I just picked a random date, but you know, I don't quite see how much it could be more than that. And it's just John Cena to just see if they could at least get some less booze from Club WWE. Something like that, I don't know. And that seems more than likely. I hope it's not too late into the show, but it very much could be just before the main event. It very much could be. But I guess we'll see. As things go on with that, and I said this was a long match with all the highlights. I could have got rid of more, to be fair. I'm still learning with what to highlight and what to not, because there was like an Iyo Sky uppercutted Asuka in like the corner, and I was like, is that's kind of considered a show take? And I don't know how long I'm going to talk for. Sometimes I just waffle. Sometimes I might want to get in deep to something and whatnot, and I'm just never 100% sure exactly what to show, or do I literally just show fucking like finishers and diving moves and that's it, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to show tags in the tag match just so, you know, doesn't get lost at who's legal or whatever. But yeah, this definitely is the longest match of the bunch, and it was probably the most pain in my ass to edit. But yeah, I don't hate this match as much as everybody else seems to. I think other than this match, the card is fucking stacked, and I'm quite hyped for the Seth Bron and the world title match. Ooh, I thought that was actually it. I think I remember who wins this match. Jeez. Yeah, just one of those, I guess. 2, 3. Yeah, I thought so. One off a body slam. One that Kit Wilson did to Danhausen earlier. Danhausen repeated. Anyways, it seems like WWE 2K26 believes the Celtic Warrior Sheamus will be the one returning to team with Danhausen, and they believe that they will get the win, which I very much do agree with, that Danhausen will get the win. Team Danhausen, but I don't believe it will be Sheamus. And I guess we'll see who Danhausen is team with. I believe they'll announce it, they'll reveal it at the pay-per-view like I did and not on SmackDown, but I guess we'll see. Though they think this match will be the greatest of all time, I'd like to think so, but I highly doubt it. Anyways, next match. Which that is, of course, the United States title match, the rematch from WrestleMania. Sami Zayn, rematch clause, I think. The Ultimate Still Underdog taking on the Lemon Pepper Stepper Man, Trick Willie. And Lil Yachty is somewhere, apparently. Yeah, because apparently he's returning either on SmackDown or the pay-per-view, because I saw him on the thing, and Vic Joseph announced it as well on NXT, or he said his name, and I'm pretty sure Barrett Corey and Michael, one of them mentioned Yachty. I'm pretty sure he was in the matchup screen, so clearly he's returning at some point, whether it is the SmackDown or the pay-per-view. Which, honestly, I don't mind Lil Yachty. It kind of amplifies Trick Williams' character a little bit for me. I feel like it could definitely amplify the character of Trick Williams more for somebody that didn't really watch NXT, but I feel like it does work, and I don't have issue with it. Like maybe some people, I definitely had the issues with Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee being in the part of the world title match, but for this, I think it works. And it's just kind of just an extra thing for Sami Zayn to get pissed about, which I think just, as I said, helps that too. Which, anyways, unfortunately, no gingerbread man at ringside, though we do have Sami Zayn in the ring, so that'll do, I guess. Yeah, alright, so let's get to this match. Of course, like I said, this is the rematch from WrestleMania where Trick won the title off Sami. Do I think Trick will retain? I do believe he will. I don't believe they'll get him to drop the title that quickly, especially how hot Trick Williams is right now. And I do believe that they are building very fucking slowly to a Sami Zayn heel world title run of some kind or something. I don't know. They seem like they've been building it for a long fucking time, and they seem like they're still going, and they still tease a little bit of an issue between Sami and Cody. So I think it's very much the case that maybe Sami could be going after Cody at some point. Whether that's before or after Cody and Punk go at it, I do not know. But I guess we will see as time goes on. Because honestly, I don't mind that part of the way Sami Zayn was being healed before WrestleMania. If we can kind of get back to that a bit more, which we are slowly getting to, I don't mind it. But yeah, as long as we don't sell him too much as the underdog, I don't mind too much. But you know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, again, as much like I said, people have issue with the Danhausen tag match. I don't have as much of an issue with it. It took me a minute to get back with his character because I watched AEW and I kind of liked him and like Hook and stuff. But I wasn't too thrilled to see him. I wasn't like annoyed, but I was like, you know, just is what it is, isn't it? Well, I've enjoyed him enough. Definitely one of the better parts of SmackDown at the minute. And I feel the same with Sami Zayn. I enjoy. I don't hate him. I enjoy him still, just maybe not as big as I maybe used to. And with that ring notification, that is the end of this matchup. It looks like 2K26 yet again agrees with me. That Trick really is going to retain that United States title. I believe Lil Yachty got involved, which I have a feeling he will in the actual thing, but you know, I guess I will do. Which, yeah, like I said, 2K, will I see how the story of this match, they do believe hopefully it's faster, it was longer than the WrestleMania match, they believe it will be a 3.5-star matchup. And up next, it is the semi-main event, at least in my thing. It is the badass, the returning Braun Breaker taking on the visionary, the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, well, we've gotten to the two matches that I am most excited for Backlash. Actually, like, genuinely really excited about them. So let's get it on. Jeez, alright. So we'll, of course, find out who 2K has decided will win this by simulating this match. But first, gotta think who I am choosing. Now, my brain's kind of going two different ways right now. I think there's a very sure possibility that Seth Rollins wins this match to set up a following match or two where Bron Breakker wins and eventually like overcomes Seth Rollins. Possibly like Seth like might beat him mentally first somehow, like maybe Bron would charge at him and Rollins will like dodge and Bron, sorry, I was gonna say Baron, then Bron ends up like charging for a barricade or somehow distracts him or goads him or something like that. I could very much see that happening, but I'm not sure if they're going to push it that far. Maybe they will. And I wouldn't mind if they did, because it seems like they're setting up Rollins with the Street Profits and Joe Hendry. So it kind of feels like that could still continue. It doesn't, but that doesn't feel like that's done yet. Maybe even the Street Profits might form a faction with Rollins. I wouldn't hate it if we got to see the Profits more. Like if I don't know if they necessarily need it, and I'm not sure if I necessarily want it. But if it means the Profits stay around, then I would definitely be more than happy to. Which I am kind of somewhat convincing myself. Originally, I was going to say Bron Breakker, but I think I might have to lean now towards this whole Rollins winning. And to be fair, Bron could still win, and Seth could still want his revenge still. It's still much possible. And just because he's got his revenge on Bron, I was going to say I think the only other member of the Vision that was part of the Vision when Rollins was leading it still was Bronson Reed, so you can't really get that other half unless Bronson Reed is coming back soon, which I have no idea when he's coming back. Because if I heard rumours that he was nearly ready, which he might appear at this pay-per-view, I don't know. I think that could, of course, play the fact that maybe even give Rollins the win. Oh, sorry, Bron Breakker the win. But I'm now convinced myself the other way. I'm going to go with what I originally thought it was, because I've kind of nearly convinced myself on both points there. Maybe I've thrown a little misdirection with them. I think I'm going to go with Bron Breakker for the win here. Just obviously he's going to win the rivalry. That is happening 100%. Bron Breakker is winning this rivalry. It's just a case of when is he winning matches and whatnot, and how much of the upper hand is he getting. it'll be all about that. But Bron Breakker is 100% winning this rivalry. So I'm just going to go with Bron Breakker winning this match. But I could definitely see this going either way and building to possible other stuff. But I guess we will see as time goes on. I kind of also want to see Seth Rollins beat up Paul Heyman, who I'm pretty sure was announced to be the manager for Bron Breakker. But I could have sworn that Paul was announced to be the Vision's corner at WrestleMania, but he wasn't. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. But I think it makes sense because Paul Heyman feels very much part of the storyline. So I feel like he definitely should be part of it and attempt to cause havoc. But maybe Rollins might still be able to get that one over, even with the help of Paul Heyman. But I don't know. Eventually, maybe between Heyman and Bron, they'll win. Eventually. But I guess we will see. Plus, there's a probable chance the Vision will come out and so will the Profits. Maybe even Joe Hendry. It's all very much possible. Jeez, it just kind of feels a bit awkward right now that there's Joe Hendry, the Street Profits, and Seth Rollins. It's 4 versus 3 of the Vision, which, Speed, of course, kind of is now even out of association with the Vision. So is there a question that maybe they're bringing in a new member? Except for Maxine. Though I don't see Maxine taking on Joe Hendry. So is Bronson Reed coming back? I feel like that's a thing that maybe, I don't know. I just see that happening. Bronson Reed coming back because currently the Vision's outnumbered 3-4. So I think a Bronson Reed return is imminent as well. But I guess we will see. That'd be kind of annoying as both Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed were kind of healthy enough around about this time, and neither of them got that match at Mania because they weren't quite healthy enough just before Mania to give them to be given the okay to be in the match. So they had to pivot to Gunter, who's done pivoting of his own, going from LA Knight to Cody Rhodes, but which isn't happening tonight. I wasn't quite sure what was, considering there was that and there was another storyline. I was like, I'm kind of expecting this to be on the pay-per-view. Like, how many matches did we happen? But I can't remember what that match was for the life of me right now. Maybe it was a tag title match. I don't know. Like the women's tag title, maybe. Anyways, damn, this is probably my favourite match to edit though, I will say. Jeez! Powerbomb. And I mean, of course, this is a Seth Rollins matchup, so, it very much could be a match of the night. I feel like very much. I think Makey might add the perfect blend of maybe something like an Iyo and Asuka and the Roman of Jacob of the night, where one's going to be a lot more, I feel like, story heavy. As much as Iyo and Asuka will have some story, I feel like it'll still be much more match heavy, in my head at least. I feel like this one might be able to go somewhere in the middle, which will be very enjoyable to see, that is for sure. And like I said, Paul Heyman was definitely going to get involved at one point, and I'm glad that 2K has managed to simulate that and choose that, because Lil Yachty did not get involved in that Trick Williams match, as far as 2K thinks, and I definitely disagree. He definitely will be involved in somehow. Whether he deserves it or not is a different question. But he is probably getting haluvaed at some point. Anyways, we're on going for the pin. Is this going to be it? I'm not sure. It is! I think this might be the first time 2K's disagree with me today. I think. Yeah, I agree with Danhausen, other than who Danhausen's partner was going to be. We agreed that Team Danhausen was going to win. We agreed Iyo was going to win. We agreed that Trick Williams would retain. This is the first time they've deviated from me. How dare they? It's glad that there's at least one answer that's different to just keep it mixed up a bit. Plus, this was the one I was very much on the fence about. Probably the most on the fence about, so I could very much live with that, I guess. Anyways, and they do believe that it'll be a 4-star matchup. That's pretty good. But not as good as the Danhausen match, apparently. And apparently Seth Rollins has suffered a minor injury during this match, although still cleared to compete. The threat of further injury should be concerned on this superstar's mind. I'm pretty sure Rollins is always somewhat injured, so it's probably not wrong. Probably accurately simulated. Anyways, on to the main event. And of course, the main event is the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu versus the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns, the OTC, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, and there's of course for that World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not sure if the Usos will be involved. I'm not sure if the MFTs of what's left of them will be involved. Of course, I think they're just down to 3 guys now, and it's just Talatonga, and Solo Sikoa, if I'm not mistaken. Both JC Mateo and Tongaloa are now out. So as far as it's just a 3-man faction now. I guess that perfectly fits with the Usos, and whatever. Anyway, and what you said, I was going to say Roman, but whether he turns up enough so Fatu could fill that spot, I don't know. Don't know if they're going into any of that. Anyways, this is the main event matchup, so we're getting ahead to it. All right. And this was, I think they did announce this as the main event somewhere. I think I did hear it somewhere. I mean, like I said at the start, there is no world where I see this not main eventing. So, though maybe I'm wrong, maybe it opens, but highly unlikely. I'm pretty sure this is main eventing, which it definitely should for the whole storyline and the fact that both men are from Florida, if I am not mistaken. I know Roman's from Pensacola. I don't quite remember where Jake Fatu's from, and I believe the Usos are both from a different part of Florida as well, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, like I said, I would have 100% gone Roman Reigns before I heard the news about the whole, like, oh, we might drop it, oh, he's not turning up in June now, and all that sort of stuff. I would have 100% said Roman Reigns. 100%. Oh, and I put this on Jacob Fatu now, the Tongan Death Grip. It's not quite bringing him down to the ground, but it will do. I think they do it if he wins the submission, he'll bring him down. But, yeah. That's about as close as I can get, which is good enough. It's officially the Tongan Death Grip in the game, so it will do nicely. If there an extra finish for Jacob Fatu, making his third finisher, his Impaler DDT, and that's Springboard Run. So not that he really does the Impaler DDT, but nonetheless, it's a finisher anyways in this game, I believe still. But yeah, I would have gone Roman Reigns, and I think I'm still going to go Roman Reigns, because I wouldn't put it past Roman Reigns to win and then just not turn up in June anyways. That wouldn't surprise me. Though, I feel like if it was maybe against someone else, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I would be less convinced that they might take it off him. But Jacob Fatu, I could so see it happening. I'm going to go with Roman still, but, you know, yeah, again, somewhat on the fence. Not as much as the prior match, but still solidly on the fence about who is winning this. But I do believe it will be Roman Reigns retaining that World Championship, because at the end of the day, I don't think they want Roman Reigns to drop a title that quickly. Considering how long he went on for his last one, and then he ends up going on for one that's less than a month. Like, he drops it and wins it in the wins it and then drops it in the same month. No chance. Like, surely they wouldn't do that. So I have a feeling. Well, I mean, maybe they might, but I don't think so. So just purely for the Roman Reigns stock or whatever, I just want him to leave him as this, like, I don't know, just not quite sure what kind of ultimate being or whatever. I just feel like it's too unlikely that they'll want him to drop it within less than a month. And it's not like it's like he won it in oh, I know, it's not the same month. He won it in April, dropped it in May. I was going to say if it was both in April, then that would be a different story. But I think he's maybe actually held it about a month by this point. I don't know. But you get my point. My point still solidly stands. SummerSlam feels like a bare minimum for him to drop it. But yeah, I also heard people think that he might feud with Rollins for next year's WrestleMania. I don't think he will, but maybe not. Anyways, Roman Reigns going for the spear. Will that be it? 2. It is. Jeez, probably does that followed by a spear just before it, wasn't it? Took a lot of spears to take down Jacob Fatu, which will probably be the case. It's probably going to take a lot of finishers. Whoever walks out on top will probably have to do a lot of finishers to walk out on top, considering the two men in this matchup. But anyways, that has been my 2K simulating. 2K thinks agrees with me, Roman Reigns, so it only really disagrees with me with the prior match. That has been 2K simulating it. That's been my predictions, and apparently Trick Williams has been cleared by medical staff. That is great. Unfortunately, the Gingerbread has not. He believes the Roman Reigns Jacob Fatu match will be a 4-star match. Anyways, hopefully I've helped with the hype for this pay-per-view in any way, shape or form. And let's enjoy that and SmackDown, I guess, as well. So I'll see you around when I see you around. Hey, peace.